Hello and welcome back to your small spaces and movement practices. Today we're going to go through a nice long yin, long in how we hold the postures, not so much in the length of the sequence in class. I am going to recommend you have some props. 2 blocks are what I have. If you have pillows, something else that's soft and can support you works great. And then this is a little extra one that I've decided to have with my practice today. It's a lavender bean eye towel or eye little sack. Definitely not required, but it can be nice to have something over your eyes. And Shavasana has a little bit of essential oil, that lavender, which helps to calm and soothe you as you rest. So blocks or pillows, or maybe even a little rag if you wanted for your eyes instead. And then our class will start down on our back. So for now, your little eye thing can be set to your side. You won't need it till the end. You and your blocks will lower down to your back. Any soft space that you have to do your practice today works great. We'll do a supported bridge, but with 2 blocks. So a lot of the time in classes, you're doing a block underneath the low back, just one of them, and sometimes the way that they are is not as supportive. So I recommend lowest and flattest with both. They'll slide under you. And then it creates a nice little platform so that all the points of your low back down to even the top of your glutes can really be supported, and it's not quite so much lift. Of course, if you would like that lift, it's always there for you. But in our sequence today, we'll be doing longer holds, like 6 to 7 minutes with our postures, especially near the end. So being supported, being comfortable is important. Maybe start to take notice of your breath. Taking some nice deep inhales and exhales if that supports you at this moment. Remember, in your yin, our goals here are to find stillness, to challenge ourselves not to move or wiggle once we've settled into our posture, of course. Some days the stillness is easy, some days it's really hard. You're always encouraged to show up on your mat authentically for these classes, or really any class, any yoga class that you take. Stay for one last breath. And slowly lift your hips up. Removing your blocks. You don't need them for your next thing, so they can be set to your side. Legs stretch long. Arms come long. Your rebound pose. Give yourself a few breaths. Witness any sensation. Remember the sensations that we're looking out for. Wanting to avoid sharp shooting pain, but any dullness, numbness, wooziness, tenderness is all very normal. Our next posture will be on our back as well. This is your banana asana. We'll slide your legs over to the front left corner of your space. Arms can be up overhead. Yours might be long. I don't have the space for that, so I'm going to grab off the elbows. Head, arms, shoulders to the back left corner of your space. Option to stack your right ankle over the left for a little bit more sensation to your outer right hip. Gaze can be up. Some people even like to take the gaze over the right shoulder for this side, a little neck stretch. Wiggle as you need to, and then settle. Use your next breath to slowly come back through center. Arms and legs can uncross and bring everything along by your sides. And then soften. And then we'll start to switch feet and legs to the front right corner. Arms might be long overhead or grab opposite elbows as the head, shoulders, and arms are to the back right corner. Might stack left ankle over right if you did so on your first side. And your gaze can be up or over your left shoulder.
Next breath brings you back to center. Again, uncrossing your arms, your legs, everything falls heavy onto your mat. And plant your hands, forearms, and elbows into the mat. Press yourself up just a little bit, and then grab your blocks again. So you may have to come all the way up to a tall seat, but our last posture before Shavasana will be a supported fish. So me personally, I really prefer my blocks on lowest and flattest setting for supported fish. Again, that's just me. If you like to have them up any other height, if your pillows have a height, you're welcome to choose. One is parallel with the back of your mat, one is perpendicular to that. They tend to need a little space between them, and they can always be adjusted as you come down. Doesn't need to be perfect right off the get. Lower yourself back down. The top block is for the back of your head, and then the middle block is for between your shoulder blades. And I really recommend high up and not down like near your low back at all, really not below your like shoulder blades and your rib cage there. So top block, back of your head, middle for your shoulder blades. There's a lot of options with the feet and legs. This will be one of our longest holds of our practice today. So you might start knees bent, feet planted, might extend them long. I'm going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of my feet together, knees wide, and then I may switch at some point during the hold. So deciding where you want to be. If you have a space, you can go push your arms, draws a lot more tension and sensation into your shoulder blades, or really your shoulders and your chest, front body mostly. Coming down. And then finding that stillness when you are ready. If they're not already, slowly bend your knees, plant your feet onto your mat. Using your elbows, hands, and forearms very, very slowly. Press yourself up just enough to step your blocks to your side. We'll slowly head into our final rest. So if you grab something for your eyes, even just a little towel, feel free to have it. And then come down flat to your back once again. Can take that little towel, place it over your eyes. If yours happens to have any scent, again mine does, it's a little bit of lavender. When it's on your eyes, it's close enough to your nose that you can smell it. And settle into your final rest when you feel ready. And a long inhale. And a long exhale. Move your fingers and your toes, wrists, ankles. If you have something on your eyes, gently remove it and set it to your side. Maybe holding off on the moment to open your eyes until you can adjust to the light if there is any. Make your way onto your right or your left side for supported fetal pose. Arm as pillow. Press up back to a tall seat. Bring your palms to face up on your legs to receive and take in all of that goodness and peace and rest that you have cultivated in your space today. Gather your hands to your heart. And seal your practice with a bow of gratitude. Anything that you want your gratitude to be pointed towards today, even if it's just rest. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of whatever your day or evening or morning has in store for you. I'll see you soon.